Hey everyone, this is Tom from MonTac here, and we're back at it again with another match of the week. This time we have got Minismoke, who has just won their title, the Pro Division title from Misfire last week, and now they're going to be defending their title against Twilight Alicorn, the nemesis from the rookies who has joined the pros and now is on a warpath to try and take that pro title. Actually a very early win for Twilight, that one, and they took out Minismoke while using their, I believe it was like Steel Troopers. And then later on, Minismoke took them out by using a Corrosive Starlet deck, and now they're finally playing again in the Trilogy match to decide it all, and this time it's for the Pro Division title. Rolling a 5 to start us off, and we've got Twilight here taking the first turn. Let's see what happens. Oh, they've been posed, and they've gone into Xerxes, so we're already seeing some dragons. Is this going to be Dragon Troopers? So this will be interesting. Okay, so if they're playing Dragon Troopers, this is definitely a great late game deck. Oh, here comes Bladeborn, Dragon Bladeborn. Another brand new deck it looks like. We're just going to have a look here now. This is the new Bladeborn minion Garter. So that's going to get them a card from Perish Pile or deck and get them an extra search as well. Very nice from the get-go here. You can respond with the Titan Destroyer Sword. Always good to have interactions on your enemy's turn. This game is full of those, so don't be afraid or surprised to see those kinds of things happening. Xerxes is a great card right off the bat. Solid dragon. It can't get popped by anything that's non-asset, so just a solid, good, solid sentry there. Looking for cards from Perished or deck to play as a Bladeborn. That was the first time proper Bladeborns are actually being played. Obviously, Minismoke did use them last week to win against Misfire, but they weren't really used, so this was the first time the proper deck has actually been used. It'll be interesting to see if they can pull it off. Oh my gosh, they're already going into it with Class 6 entering the fray. We've got the Bladeborn Commander now. That's a really good card for stopping things from getting popped. And Rolo can stop things from being attacked, so that's pretty solid there from Twilight. Great opening, really putting on that pressure on the champion. This is going to be huge for Minismoke if they can win this match. Obviously Twilight looking to make a big splash here with the top 4 dominating for so long as Weisstein, Lucky, Misfire, and APOC. We're starting to see a brand new talent surge through the ranks, and especially with Bemdol getting a huge win against Weisstein earlier, more success is to come for these former rookie champions. And we got the Bladeborn returning, so we got some Bladeborn on Bladeborn action here. These guys are the only ones that actually have access to the Bladeborn archetype, so due to the player tokens they've earned. So it'll be interesting to see how this pans out. Now there's some dragons on Minismoke's side of the field too, so I believe this is not full Bladeborn though, because I believe this is more of their Mechanism Starlet Bladeborn deck, which is far more aggressive. But the issue is going to be how do they get through this defense that Twilight has put up. I think it's going to be very difficult. I think they're going to have to really work out to get through this. Minismoke obviously over a year in the game and finally reaching the climax of the top of the Pro Division and finally getting to the top there. It's very important for them to keep the title here and try to kind of start their own legacy here as the first South American Pro Champion. We're going to start off with Mechanizids. So yep, there we go. There's the Mechanizid portion of Minismoke's deck. Still not 100% sure on what Twilight is running entirely, but my guess currently would be just a Dragon Bladeborn deck. However, it could be pure Bladeborns with Xerxes as a tech option. Already this match is going a little bit longer than the last one with Minismoke. Minismoke says we're about 10 minutes, so we're approaching that point now. Both players look to be playing well so far. Both using good searches. Minismoke really amping up their hand because what they can do here is they can use a card called Starlet Wrath. And what Starlet Wrath does is it gives them additional attacks equal to the amount of cards in hand. So that's why they're trying to bump up their hand here. We have no hand size limit. So they've really just got free reign to go crazy here. Once again, I'm not sure how they're going to beat over these guys. We've got an imposing... Is that an imposing or it's a search? So we've got Dragon Cupid, of course, which could be good to take command of something. But I believe Twilight would have to let them play it. Let me check the class roll for this turn real quick. And it looks to be a 3. So Minismoke will not be able to bring out any major dragons. Other than that, yeah, level 2 is good to go because of level 1 being previously used. This can get them to level 3, which is really nice. Level 3 could go to Starlet, but even then, Twilight should have access to some synergies to defend, so no way this ends early. Level 1, gets through level 2. Level 1 is looking super strong right now. I would be surprised if we see Starlet right now, but it could happen. Could happen. That is what ended Mistfire's 5th reign, so we'll have to see if it can happen against Twilight here. Twilight is an incredible player. Obviously, they went 3-0 in the Pro Division before having their very first defeat to Lucky, who was coincidentally judging this match up there. So thank you very much, Lucky, for judging this and allowing me to commentate. Mechan is looking good at 2700 there. Basically, it can't get popped by specialties. Set is very nice protection. And they're going to start off by attacking Rolo, which is really nice. They have to attack Rolo as Rolo's specialty demands it. Technically, they could have attacked Xerxes, but they've gone after Rolo right off the bat. They definitely want to get rid of Mercury here. Bladeborn Bow in response. It's a good card. It's going to boost it by 500, which I don't believe is enough. We'll have to see here. Okay, so we're going to switch that out for an Outcast Axe. Outcast Axe will bump it up to 3100. So that means Mechanism needs an extra 400 boost to get through here. Definitely doable for Minismoke. It's just about whether they think this is worth doing. Bear Soldier from hand, an amazing play there. That's going to drop everything by 500. Really nice. That's going to drop that Rolo by an extra 500, so it's going to drop down to 2600. Which I believe is just 100 too small. Bladeborn Bow now. Okay, so Bladeborn Bow is going to bump it up again by another 500. The great thing about Bladeborn Bow is that when the selected monster perishes, you can then replenish it with another copy of that card. It is restricted to Bladeborns, but still an incredibly strong card because it can keep that formation nice and strong. Bladeborns are all about formation. Minismoke's using a bit more of a highly customized. He's really only using it, to my knowledge, Livro and Commander that we've seen so far. So we'll have to see if he really uses the rest, but at this stage it's looking to be a very restricted Bladeborn package from Minismoke. That is going to make it bigger than Mechanized. I do think Minismoke needs this conflict win to really get the momentum, but it doesn't always happen. Yeah. It's going to go... It loses 500 because he goes to 1,000. It gains 500. It's going to be 1,500, I believe. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, they're just confirming there that all are just at 1,500. They lost the 500, gained it back. Unfortunately, they can't attack with the Bear Soldier. It was placed past preparation stage, so that will not work. Wait, hold on, I gotta check that. So just confirming now, they understand that does not work. I don't know if Lucky has picked that up there, but that unfortunately does not work. Gonna need to double check there. Yep, now we're just addressing it now. Bear can't attack the Xerxes as it was played after preparation stage. So that will definitely be big for Twilight to keep that board presence. Although they might have wanted it gone so it allowed them to play more Bladeborns. It's very important we stick to the rules in such an important match. Yep, that is doable. That will allow also boosting Livro 2700 over the Xerxes, so that's a good one. It will still allow Twilight to empty up their board. We're still looking at potentially a pure Bladeborn. Have yet to see any other dragons, so maybe it's just more of a tech option, but we'll have to see. Definitely looking to be a long one so far, but Minismoke has not yet pulled the trigger on their secret weapon, so we're going to have to see if... we're in the final 10 minutes, okay. Final 10 minutes before extra time. Sophia hits the field. Now the Bladeborn combo is complete. Sophia gets specialties back, Rolo prevents attacks, and Mercury stops popping. So Minismoke's going to have to really work hard for this. Okay, just confirming now. Seeing where Bladeborn Healer will be. So she's really good for giving specialties back. At the moment, I don't believe there's really any specialties lost. So it'll be interesting to see. When Rolo goes, they will have the option to replace it with another Rolo. So I'm just going to read that. It is a May though, so you could forget it. So pretty big here. We've got Rolo over the Bear Soldier by 50 points. We'll have to see whether there's any sort of response to this attack. Roll of 5, so it gives Twilight a lot of options for offense, and Minismoke just as many options for defense. Okay. Bear Soldier's gone. Okay. Okay, 8 minutes 30 seconds, time's been paused. Match is going incredibly fast. Oop. Get rid of that. Mercury's looking good. We've got an Outcast top of that. That will take it up to 2,900. Just scraping above Livro here, but this is such a gutsy play. Because if it goes wrong, that deals with all the pop protection that Twilight has. So we'll have to see if Minismoke has anything they can do. Another Titan could be risky though, because that would make them use a lot of their resources right off the bat for something just like a Class 3. However, there is something to be said for momentum. Twilight is definitely looking to have more resources at this stage, as their deck is looking to be almost 10 cards more than Minismoke. However, Minismoke's hand is, as you can see, incredibly large. Oppression Destroys Sword in response. That's definitely going to boost by an extra 2,000. However, there is a drawback. If a monster is played that has less power than Livro, so less original power, so less than 900 original power, it will immediately pop Livro. But in the short term, it is an incredible use and gets Livro up to 4,700. We're now in, obviously, conflict, so normal monsters can be played. Yeah. Just referring that back now. Just relaying that back to the players now, the judge. Livro is looking incredibly good at a 4,700. Twilight cannot play any more cards unless it's from Asset. So it looks like Minismoke's going to be able to keep this for a little bit longer. Absolutely incredible matchup, obviously. Twilight is one of the most successful rookies ever to enter the Pro Division. They went 3-0 in their first stint and have just been burning it up player after player, beating out the likes of Bemdog, Tailsweet, and a couple more like that. They've just been doing incredibly well thus far. We're really seeing here is two different eras of rookie champions. Minismoke was the second ever rookie champion, and Twilight was the fifth ever rookie champion. So we get to see kind of two different eras of rookie champions clashing here, and I believe that after this we will finally get the answer to who do we believe is, at this moment, the best rookie player of all time. So a lot on the line here, as well as the obvious pro title. We've got a impose that's getting denied. I think there was 2 imposes denied there, so that's going to keep Minismoke a little bit bricked up. But they might be calculating themselves and thinking, do I go for Starlet? Because they would have a lot of attacks. They have a lot of cards in hand. They got a 4,700 Livro. That's what I would be thinking at this stage. Mercury. Mercury will stop things from getting popped. I believe it stops your enemy from popping it. I don't think it stops your own cards from popping it. Oh my gosh, it protects against oppression. Wow, it protects against oppression. Oh, that's actually really nice. I thought that was just only when your enemy tried to pop it, but it actually just stops them in general from perishing due to anything but conflict. So that's huge. So that's going to take out Rolo, but then Rolo can search for another Rolo. I'm just going to double check they know it has to be. I'm going to double. Has to be the same. So I hope they know that it has to be the same name. Not sure if they picked that up there, but... Oh, never mind. Sorry, that was definitely different. I think they've... that was something different there. Okay, we're just looking now. Twilight is looking to have a lot less cards in play here. Okay, Operator hits the field. Now... Operator is a great card, but it can't take out any of them. Yep. Yep. So just confirming here, won't get any power since nothing hit perished. Yeah. Okay. They just mill one card. That's unfortunate there. Twilight unable to... definitely unfortunate there. Obviously, they're both getting used to Bladeborn. How unfortunate that his own Bladeborn card will be used against him in such a brutal manner. I think we're definitely teeing up for a Starlet next turn. Obviously, Minismoke needs to keep that hand size. And Twilight is on low health, so quite honestly, if they are going to win this, I believe Minismoke needs to take this. We've got, I think, about 6 minutes left now in the match. We'll have the timer up there in the top right. Of course, we'll be trying to match that up to the judges' timings. Operators there. Again, brutal, but they could use a War Gear, which would have been really nice, especially move. Yep, that won't kill it either. Alright, just confirm with the judge there that Mercury will protect it if anything is played less than Livro. So that's pretty huge. Yeah. This is a very unique situation that hasn't come up before. Let me discard this card from hand. So it looks like they're just discarding it. They're not. Alright, so this is going to be interesting. So guard is being discarded. It's going to trigger. I believe they might be searching for something in Perished. But unfortunately, if they play anything less than Livro, like previously stated, it will not get rid of it. So right now, Twilight's definitely going to be panicking. This game is far from over though, and if Twilight can hang on, they've got an incredible ability to survive in the late game. Livro looking at 4,700. If Starlet is dropped, currently it would probably be sitting in around about 8 attacks, which is more than enough to deal with the entire board. We'll have to see. Very tense now. No one can make any mistakes. Operator, unfortunately, already is such a big blow. Yeah, it's a May. They're just talking about Bladeborn Bow. We were trying to see if that needed to be triggered, if that was, if that must trigger. But, yeah. So, Bladeborn says it's a May when that monster perishes to play another copy of it. But, just listening now. Yeah, so Bladeborn Bow obviously would normally trigger, but it is a you may, so it is up to the player to remember that, and if they do not remember, they will just simply miss timing. Currently looking at a decent board state on Twilight's side of the field. They're going to need to really start to take momentum, and I truly believe dealing with Mercury first is the best way to go. That will leave Livro wide open. The issue is, will Minismoke leave wide open? Titan Destroyer Sword here is the go. And what a way that would, if they do that now, huge play if they can hit Titan here. Are they going to let it through? Oh, that's such a misplay. Oh, no, okay, here we go. Infantry Destroyer Sword. Here we go. Oh, what in the name is going on? Okay, they're revealing stuff in Perished. Okay, so we got 2 cards revealed in Perished. That's going to give 1,000 to it, making it 2,500. 2,800, my apologies. Let's see if there's any way that Twilight can respond. No, okay. Holy smokes. Okay, this could be pretty quickly over. I don't know if we're going to make it extra time, folks. Okay. Having to end their turn, unfortunately, there. Minismoke gets the roll of 5. Very good roll of 5. I believe they're going to be looking to use card displacement here to take some cards from Twilight's hand and then follow through for the kill. But let's see. Okay. Curse Breaker. That's the start of Starlit. That's generally what they use for Star to get some additional attacks. But we're going to have to see if this is truly where Minismoke intends to end the match. Still pretty close at this stage. We're going to have to see how this plays out. A lot of people are wishing for an early win, as of course those who get it correctly will earn the rewards of those many tokens for guessing it correctly. A lot of people are hoping that Minismoke can get this done fast, as they have done previously, notorious for incredibly quick plays. We're going to see if they can finally break through. They go deal with Rollo first. So if they can deal with Rollo first, break through the line, and if they can get rid of that, I think asset-wise, Twilight's pretty restricted. They can't pop anything except Curse Breaker, which would not be enough of a boost to deal with Livro. And it looks like Livro's going after Rollo. Looks like no Starlit Wrath at this stage. And Twilight's going to use Rollo to search their deck for a Bladeborn card to add it to hand. Really nice there. Bladeborn Bow. Okay, another one. Nothing wrong with that. But there's nowhere near the right power level to deal with it. Yeah, so just adding it to their hand for now. Timer pause at 4 minutes. Okay, hopefully we've synced that up with our current timer. But it is going to be incredibly close. Minismoke can get this done. As much as it's looking like Minismoke has got the advantage here, they really need to turn it up and get this out, get this done. Because I truly believe that Twilight is looking incredibly dangerous in the late game. Savage Dual Shield. Great play there. Really saves Twilight in that spot. Definitely think card displacement there from Minismoke would have been the better choice, but it looks like they might be keeping it close to their vest. They may not think it's the right time yet. But the issue is their hand is getting smaller and smaller, so the opportunity to get that close win, that faster win, is really, that window's closing. So, we'll have to see. Roll of 4 going to Operator again. I guess they're dealing with Curse Breaker here. This could be really bad if they pick the same. Okay. They can pick Curse Breaker if they want to pop something, so it looks like they're just going to do that. I don't believe that really messes up Minismoke at all, because the main thing there is Livro. Additional attacks-wise isn't something they have to worry about. There's the second Xerxes, so we potentially could be looking at a Rapture Dragon. being in this deck, but we're going to need to see an Apocalypse Dragon hit the field as well, which I have not seen yet. So they're definitely restricted wise in their asset. Obviously, with synergies, you require the cards in your Perish pile to get the conditions so you can play them. So these players really need stuff in the Perish so they can get these cards out to defend themselves. And that's really what it comes down to, especially in these OTK situations. It's definitely looking like a much slower game for Minismoke. And what we know about Starlet is if that match goes beyond and into extra time, 90% of the time they will lose the match. In fact, I don't know if I can even state a single time where Starlet has won in extra time. And if it did, it must have been incredibly long ago, because it just does not happen. Sophia enters the field, not a bad card. Give specialties back, but genuinely I don't know if that matters. Operator's attacking Mercury. This is definitely one that Minismoke's going to need to defend. Titan Destroyer Sword, perfect timing on that. It's going to get Mercury even bigger. Looking at a 4,300 Mercury, 1,000 more than the Operator. Definitely Twilight could respond with a Carnage Armor. Yep, they're going for Carnage Armor. Okay, so that's going to special move something. They probably should pick Mercury. Don't pick Livro. If you pick Livro, oh, it does. They didn't think it was going to matter, and it does so badly. Oh, that's brutal. Wow, okay. That's tough. That's tough. Definitely players are going to be suffering from a lot of pressure in this moment. Making those mistakes is incredibly costly. Oh, that's going to crash them. But that's still pretty bad for Minismoke because they lose that protection on Livro, which was such a great thing to have. The question is, does Twilight have anything less than 900 that they can play? They're passing the turn. Minismoke, you're on a small time. You need to end this match now. You've got the roll of 1. This is your only shot. If you can't pull this off, it is over. You need to get in there. Get this win done, otherwise you are going to lose the match. You're going to run out of time here. You got the roll of 1. They're imposing still, hoping Twilight can take some damage and potentially lower the amount of damage they have to give them. Have to make them take. Letting them play it. Dragon Cupid will grab Livro. Okay. Interesting choice. I'm not sure why, because that will just specially move Livro. Livro's going to go down to 900. Livro's going to go down to 900. They've cleared the board. Going for taking both. Dropping to 1 health point. Twilight is on the verge of losing, but they've been in this situation before against incredible players like Minismoke. So let's see if Twilight can battle back. We saw in their last match with Tailsweet, they were repeatedly entering extra time on 1 health point. We were able to pull it together in an incredible display to break through defenses of Tailsweet. And now we're going to see if Twilight can do that now. We're starting to really come in now, very close to extra time. It is final turn, potentially. Roll 2. Gaining 2 health points. Twilight seeming resigned, but I believe there's plenty more that they can offer in this matchup. Playing Deltro. Discarding Bladeborn Seal. Good card to discard. Sometimes it can brick you. Great card to discard. That's going to give Livro and Deltro additional attacks. Livro should be 900. Yeah, it should be 900 there. Definitely looking to be a longer game, guys, but not necessarily too much longer, as soon as the turn passes, we are looking at potentially a Minismoke Starlet situation. But their hand has gotten so much smaller. Did they potentially not draw into the card they needed? Going after Dragon Cupid is a great play. We've got the Descent of the Dragon. Which effect? We're using effect 2. So effect 2 is going to buff it by 300, forcing a win over Deltro. It is now finally officially the last turn of the game before extra time. So Drawing 3, passing the turn. Just informing the judge there, obviously. Roll of 1 now for Minismoke. We're now in extra time. Roll of 1 for Minismoke. They're definitely weighing up their options to see if they can get the match done here. Very tense, as we're not sure how Twilight can block it. Looking in second deck for Minismoke at this stage, they have a couple options, but not the ones that will end at this turn. Now, I believe Twilight has access to the big boy, so we'll have to see if they play it. Even with no asset, Twilight has pulled matches back in their favor, so nothing is over yet. This is definitely getting to the longer match. Operator seeing play, which will definitely be used to deal with Livro. It's going to get rid of a special debt. Okay. So now we're just looking at popping the Livro, which will get the board clear. That's going to give it an extra 900, making a total of 20... Yeah, that's 2,800. That's correct. So now they're going to open board any health through here. It is over. Has the champion retained the title? We're about to find out. Looking in the second deck. Roll of 1. Has we got anything? Bladeborn Enforcer Moroso has entered the field. When it's played, if its conditions are met, you can play a non-Apex Bladeborn Synergy monster from your asset pile regards to its condition. So they're going to bring out the second Moroso. They also both gain 1,000 and cannot have... And their timers are removed. Holy smokes. Okay, that's pretty decent. That's pretty decent. That saves them in a huge way here. Attacking with Livro. Excuse me there. Good response as well? Nope, no response. 3,000. That's still too much to deal with. Moroso looking incredibly strong at the moment. Timer is removed. Minismoke does have the out. The issue is, do they feel like it's worth it in this situation? I think they should definitely be saving it for the big boy, but we'll have to see if they decide that's worth it. If they don't save it... Okay, passing the turn there. Moroso stands at no timer, 3,000. See how this goes. Roll of 2. Now they also have access to something else. They can impose Phyrex in extra time. If Minismoke takes it, it's over, and they're going to let it through. Phyrex hits the field, so this definitely confirms that last card and asset might be Rapture Dragon. But would they really not run the Bladeborn Apex is the question. Discarding Mercury and discarding one more card, they can pop a card in play. The question is, what would you pop? Targeting Livro. Popping Livro. Okay, so that card is out. Definitely gives Twilight the biggest monster on field now. Game is far from over, though. Any slip-up could be huge here. Discarding a card from hand, play Deltro, gives it additional attacks to Moroso and Phyrex. Pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. We're in extra time now. If any loss of health happens on a single player, it is immediately over. Both players have worked so incredibly hard to be at this high level, and it's going to be incredibly interesting to see who is going to come out on top, whether Minismoke can stick it out, or if Twilight has got one last comeback in them. Okay, going right after Operator. I can definitely see Minismoke surely going for Carnage Armor here. This has to be the play if they do not go for Carnage Armor. Well, I guess they might avoid it. Okay, they are avoiding it. Okay, so they're saving it. They are saving it for the last card and asset. And Twilight has used that regen, which, oh, that's going to hurt. Oh, and here comes level 4. This is a massacre. That's going to board wipe the field. Oh my gosh, this is insane. He's just board wiped him. Nothing left on Twilight's side of the field. 1 card left an asset. When they refill their hand, they'll have 1 card left in deck. Surely there's no way they can pull this off. Level 4 is gone. Roll of 3. Board is open. Can Minismoke claim victory for Brazil? They're going to need to really put in some huge pushes here. What are we bringing out here now? About to find out. Roll of 3. Weighing up the options, could be incredibly careful in this situation because anything could go wrong. A single misstep could turn this entire match around. We've seen Twilight do this many times in matches where we thought it was completely over, and they found that out in and amongst the mess there. So we'll have to see what they can pull out of this. Roll of 3. Obviously looking in second deck, so looking for the asset pile, looking to get a monster from there for a power buff. Going to conflict, looking to end the match and defend their title. Anything he can do. Anything he can do. Bladeborn Apex, the Bladeborn Tyrant has arrived. Cylon is here. Cannot be selected by enemy monster specialties. When it's played, timer is removed. Its power is doubled each time it wins a conflict. If it wins 4 conflicts, it wins the game. And Minismoke is looking to respond with a Dragon's Fire. Surely they have not set up Supreme Dragon Conqueror right now, because that would just be absolutely insane. I think they have. I think this is Supreme Dragon Conqueror, everybody. Here we go. This is it. Supreme Dragon Conqueror. Pops Cylon. That's a good point. Can't be selected by anyone's specialties. I don't know if Conqueror can pop their own dude. I'm going to have to double check there. Just double checking. I believe it has to be one of the enemies. Just going to double check that. Just putting that in there. So Conqueror cannot pop their own Livro. Okay, so that will unfortunately not allow them to pop their own Livro. Not sure why they did that. Okay, so it doesn't get any pop, it doesn't get any time removal. Is there anything? Drops it down to 2,000. Is there anything that Twilight can do to boost it? Is there anything he can do to survive this? Dual Shield is good to go. This has been a huge misplay from Minismoke. That is huge. Okay. This is big. This is gigantic, guys. Okay, so if Cylon can stay alive for a little bit longer, and Minismoke does not have specialty removal through Carnage Armor, Twilight might be able to pull off this win. Allowing them to play it. What have they grabbed? Pharaoh Rex. Holy smokes. Is Twilight turning this match around once again? Discarding 2 more cards. Cupid's getting popped this time. Interesting choice. I wonder why. They've gone for Cupid. Cylon sitting at 4,000. Apex is going after Livro. If this is successful, Cylon is going to get to 8,000, which might be too big for Minismoke to deal with. And if that's true, this game could be over. And if they win 3 more conflicts, that will win Twilight the game. What a turnaround from the Fabled one. Holy smokes, Conqueror's gone. Match is coming down to the wire for the Pro Division title. And we're looking to see, I would like to see a roll there from Minismoke, first of all, and then we can see what they're going to do about this matchup, because Cylon is just putting on the pain. Roll of 1 really restricts Twilight here. Minismoke needs to come up with something very quickly, or this Cylon is going to run rampant. Holy smokes, he has the out, which takes Cylon. Oh, he can't select Cylon! Oh, he can't select Cylon because of Cylon's specialty. It can't be selected by enemy specialties. Holy smokes. Has he done it? Wow, there's no way Cylon has just pulled this off at Twilight. What an incredible match, if so. Does he have any out at all? He's going to need an out. He's going to need something to deal with the Cylon. Specialty debt won't work either. What is he going to do? Oh my gosh. I guess he could. No, he can't even do that. He can't be selected by enemy specialties. He might not have any way to get up to that Cylon level. I think the only chance he had was beating over Ferrex with his own Cylon. Has Twilight pulled off the unthinkable? Minismoke is pretty restricted in terms of what they can do here. What can they do? Arathor. Arathor's a good play. Wargear is definitely the best play here. They're looking to see if they can get higher. So let's see how many monsters they got. They 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Looking at 14 at the moment. $3,500 boost. Looking at 6,000 on Arathor. They're still lacking by 2,000. There's only a couple of cards left in the game that could be useful to Minismoke here, but do they have them? Has he got it? Oh my gosh, there's Wargear. Why did he take so long to use Wargear? I don't know why they waited so long to use Wargear, everybody. That's what blows my mind here. Okay, Wargear is activated. Specialty moving Cylon. Cylon loses specialty, drops down to 4,000. This looks like it could be finally, Minismoke has broken through, but we're about to find out. Has he finally gotten rid of Cylon? Because if he has, this could be it. And there he goes! Cylon's gone! Can he go for lethal? Oh my gosh. Twilight runs out of monsters, and that is it. Minismoke retains the Pro Division title and lives to see another day. Congratulations, sir. Extending your reign as one of the very few champions to defend their title. Very proud of you, sir, and I can't wait to see how you go in the next matchup. Very well played, Twilight. Played incredibly well, and if there was no Wargear, that would have been potentially GG. Thank you for watching. This has been Tom. We're going to talk to the players now. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Great to have a couple of these long ones on the channel as well. Have a great day. I'll see you next time.